30 million years ago, the Earth cracked open. Africa split from Arabia, and the ocean rushed in, creating the Red Sea. On the shores of that new sea, Yemen was born, a nation unlike any other. Trees that bleed red grow on an island evolution forgot. Mud skyscrapers older than Manhattan rise from the desert, and between two peaks a stone bridge hangs over 100 meters of nothing. This is Yemen, the country that hides another world. The island that evolution forgot. Nearly 400 kilometers south of Arabia, in the open waters of the Arabian Sea, a landmass rises from the blue. Closer to Somalia than to any Yemeni city, and separated from the nearest continent for over 6 million years. Whatever evolved here, evolved alone. From above, the Dixon Plateau stretches across the island's interior, rust-colored stone dotted with strange dark shapes, each one a tree, but shaped like nothing in any forest on Earth. Wide, flat canopies, dense as mushroom caps, silhouettes that from the air resemble umbrellas, driven into bare rock, casting pools of deep shadow on the ground below. These are dragon blood trees. They grow here and nowhere else. The shape is not accident, it is survival, engineered over millennia. In a landscape where rain is scarce and fog is life, each canopy works as a collection system, funneling airborne moisture inward and downward, drop by drop, to its own roots. Some specimens have stood on this ground for centuries, survivors from a wetter, older age, when these forests stretched far wider than they do today. But the name comes from something stranger still. Cut into the bark, and the tree bleeds. A deep crimson resin seeps from the wound, startling, vivid, unmistakably red. Ancient Romans traded it as dragon's blood. Medieval alchemists ground it into pigment and medicine. Yemeni legend says the resin was born from the blood of a dragon, wounded in battle with an elephant. And where the blood fell, these trees took root. The approach to the heart of the forest winds through the gorge of Wadi Dahr, the deepest canyon on Socotra, its walls rising over 700 meters. The trail narrows, the air turns cool. Then, without warning, the gorge opens onto the plateau, and the dragon blood trees appear in the hundreds, standing in formation against a sky so wide it seems to curve at the edges. From the air, the plateau is silent. The wind moves through the canopies. Nothing else stirs. This is a forest that has been running its own experiment for 20 million years and has produced a result found on no other surface of this planet. It has been called the Galapagos of the Indian Ocean. But the Galapagos changed how we understand life. Socotra looks like life simply went somewhere else entirely and never came back. A third of its plant species exist nowhere else on Earth. over 90% of its reptiles. Some forms have remained unchanged since before the first humans walked upright. On the island's western coast, the world goes quiet. A crescent of white sand curves around a lagoon so still it reflects the mountains behind it as cleanly as polished glass. From above, the water shifts between turquoise and deep jade, depending on the depth, depending on the hour. Sand dunes rise on one side. Dark volcanic rock frames the other. Between them, nothing moves. Détour Lagoon. No resort, no pier. A few fishing boats rest on the shore, their hulls bleached by salt and sun. The silence here is almost physical, broken only by the lap of water against sand and the distant call of a Socotra starling, a bird found on no other island, no other continent, nowhere else in the world. Here, time simply passes. Socotra's secrets reach underground as well. On the northeastern coast, past a steep climb through limestone cliffs, the mouth of Hock Cave opens wide, and then keeps going. Over 3 kilometers into the mountain, stalactites hang like frozen waterfalls. Stalagmites rise in columns thick as ancient pillars, built millimeter by millimeter over hundreds of thousands of years. But the real discovery came in 2001. Deep inside, archaeologists found inscriptions, ancient texts in 3 different scripts left by sailors from civilizations that no longer exist. Some date to the 2nd century. This island that looks so untouched was once a waypoint on one of the ancient world's busiest maritime routes. Most of its passages remain unmapped. What else lies deeper inside, no one yet knows. Elsewhere on the island, something blooms where nothing should. The desert rose, its trunk swollen, bulbous, grotesque by any botanical standard, grows directly from bare rock. And from that trunk, delicate pink flowers emerge, soft and unlikely against the hard stone. It stores years of water inside its flesh, waiting for rains that may come once, twice, or not at all. Patience made visible. And the strangeness does not end there. Socotra's cucumber tree, the only member of the cucumber family on Earth that grows as a tree, rises from cliff sides with a bloated trunk and sparse branches. Its existence is so improbable that botanists once refused to believe the first reports. 37% of the island's plants exist nowhere else. Over 90% of its land snails. Some forms of life here have remained unchanged for millions of years. This is not a travel destination. It is a living laboratory, one that has been running since long before our species existed. A city carved from Earth. We leave the island behind. The mainland awaits, and another kind of wonder. Not carved by evolution this time, but by human hands, over 25 centuries. From the air, it looks like a city built from gingerbread. Thousands of tower houses crowd a mountain valley at 2,200 meters above sea level. Their walls glow in shades of ochre and umber, white gypsum patterns, geometric, intricate, different for each family, trace the facades like lacework. Minarets punctuate the skyline in every direction. Green gardens appear between the dense clusters of buildings, bright splashes of life against the earth tones. And all of it, every wall, every floor, every staircase, is made from rammed earth, fired brick and stone. This is the old city of Sana'a, inhabited for more than 2,500 years. Local tradition says a son of Noah founded it. What is certain, the great mosque at its heart was built during the Prophet Muhammad's lifetime and still echoes with prayer. 1,400 years later. Around it, over 6,000 houses, all built before the 11th century, pack inside fortified walls that once sealed shut at sundown every night. Some towers reach 9 stories, built without steel, without concrete, without a single modern material. No two towers are exactly the same. Semicircular stained glass windows crown every room, filtering daylight into shifting patterns of red, green, and gold as the sun crosses the sky. At street level, the Souk al-Milh hums with a rhythm of its own. Spices, silver, jambia daggers, incense. Vendors call through alleyways so narrow that sunlight rarely reaches the ground. The air is dense with cardamom and roasted coffee. Hands weigh goods on brass scales. Children weave between stalls. The market has operated in this spot, in roughly this way, for centuries, and shows no sign of stopping. Sana'a has survived earthquakes. It has survived invasions and empires. It has survived the 21st century. Its walls are crumbling in places. Its towers are under threat from neglect and rainfall. And yet, the doors still open every morning. The mosques still call. The market still hums. Craftsmen still mix gypsum by hand and repair the facades as their fathers and their grandfathers did before them. In the late afternoon light, when the sun drops low enough to reach the alleyways, the tower houses glow from within. Stained glass windows cast red and green light into rooms where families gather for evening tea. From above, the old city at golden hour is a mosaic of shadow and warm stone, a living thing breathing slowly, refusing to be finished. This is a city that does not ask to be saved. It endures. Just beyond the capital, in the green valley of Wadi Dahr, the landscape plays a trick on the eye. A 5-story palace perches on top of a natural rock spire, as if it grew from the stone beneath it. Dar al-Hajar, the rock palace. Its foundations begin exactly where the cliff ends, Its walls continue the vertical line without interruption, so seamlessly that from the air, geology and architecture become one continuous form. Below it, the valley spreads wide. Terraced gardens, date palms, fruit orchards, green against gold against bare rock. A palace on a pillar, surrounded by gardens, surrounded by desert. The contrast looks almost staged, as if someone wanted to prove that in Yemen, even a rock spire can become a home. Skyscrapers of mud. From the Highlands, the road descends east, across mountain passes, through shifting desert light, and into the vast channel of the Hadramaut, where towers of mud, 7 centuries old, rise from the sand. From above, the cluster appears without warning, a tight grid of brown towers rising from a rocky spur, packed shoulder to shoulder, some reaching 7 or 8 stories high. Their walls are the same color as the desert floor beneath them. Behind them, the sheer cliff walls of the Hadramaut Canyon, striped in layers of sediment. Around them, nothing but sand and bare rock. This is Shibam, the oldest skyscraper city on Earth, made entirely of mud, a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1982. The oldest city on Earth to build upward as a way of life. British explorer Freya Stark saw it in the 1930s and called it the Manhattan of the desert. The name has endured, though Manhattan is younger by more than 1,000 years. Every tower is built from sun-dried mud bricks, the same earth as the ground beneath. Foundations of stone, walls that taper as they rise, growing thinner floor by floor. The entire surface coated in a layer of wet mud that must be reapplied every year or two, or the building dissolves back into the earth it came from. This is architecture that demands constant care. Walk away, and the walls melt. The towers were not built for beauty, they were built for survival. In a region of flash floods and Bedouin raids, building upward was the only viable defense. Ground floors stored livestock and grain. Upper floors held families. The highest rooms, reserved for women and guests, caught the only breeze in a valley where summer temperatures exceed 45 degrees. The design was not aesthetic, it was strategic, and it worked. Once, Shibam was a vital stop on the spice and incense route across the Arabian Peninsula. Frankincense and myrrh passed through its markets on their way to the Mediterranean. Wealth accumulated within the walls. Families competed, not with weapons, but with stories. The taller your tower, the greater your name. Today, roughly 7,000 people still live inside these walls. The mud must still be mixed by hand. The towers must still be maintained every season. A single year of neglected rainfall can bring down a structure that has stood for 5 centuries. The world's oldest skyscrapers are not monuments. They are homes, and they survive only as long as someone keeps rebuilding them. Shibam refuses to become a ruin. But deeper into the Hadramaut, where Wadi Dahr branches south between narrowing canyon walls, something even more improbable appears: a boulder. Massive, solitary, rising 100 meters from the valley floor like a fist of stone thrust upward from the earth. And on top of it, a village. Mud brick houses clustered on the summit, their walls the same color as the rock beneath them. From the air, Haid al-Jazal looks as if someone lifted a piece of Shibam and set it on a pedestal in the middle of the desert. The village was built here for the same reason Shibam's towers were built tall: protection. Floods could not reach it. Raiders could not scale it. The only access was a narrow path carved into the rock face, barely wide enough for one person at a time. As of the last census, 17 people lived here. 17. Most of the 45 original houses have crumbled back into the stone. The rest are maintained by a handful of families who still climb the path, still mix the mud, still refuse to come down. Returning to the main channel of the Hadramaut, the valley stretches for over 160 kilometers, one of the largest wadi systems on the Arabian Peninsula. The road follows the valley floor as it curves eastward. On either side, sandstone cliffs rise vertically, pale gold in morning light, deep amber by afternoon. Scattered along the valley floor, date palms cluster in green patches. Mud brick villages appear at intervals, their walls the same earth tone as the canyon behind them. The valley floor is wide, the silence within it deep. Wadi Hadramaut is more than a valley. It is a civilization corridor. For 2,000 years, merchants and scholars sailed from here to the shores of Indonesia, Kenya, and India. The mosques and madrasas they built in those distant places still stand today. Deeper into the valley, the city of Tarim rises, quietly, unexpectedly. In a region with a population of only a few 100,000, this small city holds more than 360 mosques. From above, their minarets, dibawats rise from every quarter like white needles against the desert sky. The Al-Mukhtar Mosque dominates the skyline. Its minaret soars to more than 50 meters, one of the tallest mud brick structures in the world. Tarim was once a center of Islamic learning that drew students from as far as Indonesia and the Comoros Islands. Its scholars' influence can still be traced in the mosques and madrasas of Singapore, Malaysia, and the Swahili coast. This is a city that exported not goods, but ideas, and whose intellectual reach exceeded anything its modest size would suggest. At the valley's eastern edge, the Sultan's Palace of Sion appears, a white fortress of startling scale, the largest mud brick building on the Arabian Peninsula. Its whitewashed walls glow against the canyon's dark cliffs. From the air, it sits like a single bright stone set into an ocean of sand. Fortresses in the sky. From the desert floor we climb. The road rises sharply, the air cools. Vegetation returns, sparse at first, then thickening with every 100 meters of elevation. The landscape tilts vertical, and ahead, the mountains of Yemen, where an entire civilization was built on edges that should not hold anything at all. The road narrows, the switchbacks tighten. Terraced fields cling to slopes so steep they seem to lean. Villages appear at elevations where altitude alone should discourage permanence. Stone houses built into cliff faces, balanced on ridgelines, blending so completely into the rock that from the air they are nearly invisible. And then the road ends. From here, the only way forward is a trail carved into the cliff. The valley drops away below. At 2,600 meters, the world becomes entirely vertical. And then, suspended in the air between two mountain peaks, it appears. A stone arch, 20 meters long, 3 meters wide. Below it, a gorge nearly 100 meters deep, built in the 17th century, still in use today. The Shahara Bridge. It was built for war. When invaders pushed into the highlands, the people of Shahara retreated to the mountaintop and sealed the path behind them. The bridge was designed to collapse within minutes if armies approached. For 300 years, the tactic held. No army ever took Shahara by land. Today, women from surrounding villages still cross this bridge daily, carrying sacks of grain on their heads, walking without hesitation over the void. The stone holds, as it has held, for 400 years. People live here still. The bridge remains their only connection to the world below. The mountain does not yield. Neither do the people who chose to live on top of it. Across Yemen's western highlands, Shahara is not alone. Stone villages line every ridgeline, each one built as both a home and a fortress. Al-Hajara sits on a narrow ridge in the Haraz Mountains, its multi-story towers rising directly from the cliff face. From above, the village appears to teeter on the brink of a drop that falls hundreds of meters into the valley below. Every block was carried by hand, up paths too narrow for animals, too steep for carts. Every wall built thick enough to withstand siege. Small windows, iron-reinforced doors. In the early morning, clouds roll through the valley beneath Al-Hajara. The village floats above a white sea. The towers catch the first light. The terraces glow green against grey stone. For a moment, the village belongs fully to neither earth nor sky, suspended between the two. Below the fortress villages, the mountains reveal something gentler. Thousands of stone terraces cascade down the Haraz mountainsides, each one carved by hand. From above, they look like a staircase built for a giant, green steps descending from the cloud line to the valley floor. Each wall is dry stacked stone, channeling runoff downward from terrace to terrace in a controlled cascade. This is where coffee was born. In the 15th century, Sufi monks on these slopes discovered a small red berry, roasted its seeds, and brewed a dark drink that kept them awake through midnight prayers. They called it Qi Ahwa, the word from which coffee is derived. Within 2 centuries, the port of Al-Mocha on the Red Sea had turned it into a global monopoly. Dutch traders eventually smuggled live plants to Java. The monopoly collapsed, but the name remained, Mocha, from the Yemeni port that once held the world's only supply. Today, workers still move between these terraces, picking berries by hand, drying them on rooftops, husking them by stone. The world moved on from Yemen's coffee. The terraces did not. Higher in the western highlands, the streets of Thula stand quiet. Doors closed, walls intact, the stone polished smooth by centuries of footsteps that no longer come. One of Yemen's oldest fortified villages, its defensive walls still standing, its watchtowers still overlooking the valley below. Once, this was a center of resistance against invaders and empires. Its fortress held when others fell. Its libraries preserved ancient manuscripts that scholars still study today, texts on astronomy, medicine, and law that would have vanished without the mountain's protection. From above, Thula's lanes are empty but intact, the architecture of a village that expected to last forever. Stone arches span the alleyways. Carved wooden doors, darkened by age, still hang on iron hinges. Rainwater channels cut into the rock still guide water to the cisterns below. Today, much of Thula stands empty. Its younger generation has moved to the cities. The houses remain, well-built, solid, patient. A village that survived invaders, sieges, floods, and centuries, but not the quiet pull of the modern world. Directly above Thula, on a flat-topped mountain, sits its twin, Kaukaban, the two planets. Its stone walls grow from the plateau edge itself. The cliff drops sheer on every side. No fortification needed. The mountain is the fortress. Where legends were born. From the mountains that defied invaders, we descend into the desert, and toward a kingdom so old that its history became legend before anyone could separate the two. In the 8th century before Christ, engineers in the Yemeni desert built a dam that would sustain a civilization for over 1,000 years. The Great Dam of Marib captured seasonal floodwaters and channeled them across fields carved from open desert. At its peak, the system irrigated an area larger than Manhattan. This was the engine of the Kingdom of Saba, whose caravans carried frankincense and myrrh across the Arabian Peninsula, making it one of the wealthiest kingdoms in the ancient world. From above, the ruins still stand. Inscriptions carved into the stone record repairs that required 20,000 laborers and 14,000 camels. The dam broke and was rebuilt again and again, because without it there was no water. And without water there was no kingdom. Until one final time, the dam broke and no one rebuilt it. The Quran records the collapse, a great flood sent as divine punishment. The population scattered across Arabia. Entire tribes trace their lineage back to this single moment. In the 1980s, a new dam was built upstream. The desert returned to green, but the old dam still stands beside the new one, a monument to what humans can build and to what happens when they stop. The kingdom of Saba left behind more than engineering. It left behind a question. Did the Queen of Sheba actually exist? And is this where she ruled? Near the ruins of Marib, the Awam Temple stands, known locally as the Sanctuary of Bilqis, the Arabic name for the Queen of Sheba. The Torah, the Bible, and the Quran all describe her. Ethiopian tradition claims her as Makeda. Yemeni tradition calls her Bilqis and places her throne here, within sight of these very ruins. But no inscription bearing her name has ever been found. No tomb, no portrait, only the temples, the dam, and a story told across 3 continents by 3 faiths. Some mysteries endure not because they lack answers, but because the mystery itself has grown larger than any answer could contain. Beyond Marib, deeper into the desert, the drone reveals something else entirely. Walls. A perfect oval of massive stone blocks, rising from the flat desert floor, encircling a space that is now completely empty. No buildings inside, no roofs, no streets, no sign of the thousands who once lived within, only sand, filling the rooms that once held a city. Barakish, ancient Yathil. Once a fortified city of the Minoan kingdom, a rival of the Sabaeans. The walls still stand, perfectly visible from the air. The city behind them is gone, abandoned centuries ago. Sand has filled its rooms, wind has smoothed its surfaces. A few inscriptions in the ancient Minoan script survive on the stone, recording trade agreements, temple dedications, and the names of kings that only a handful of people on earth can still read. Barakish does not explain itself. It stands in the desert and waits, and the sand holds whatever the city has not yet given up. Our final stop returns us to the living. Zabid, a circular fortified town on Yemen's western coastal plain. Once home to 86 mosques and 14 madrasas that drew students from across the Islamic world. Its scholars are credited with advancing the study of algebra, the Arabic word al-jaba, from which the term comes. Every equation solved in every classroom on Earth carries a thread of what was first worked out here, in this small Yemeni city, centuries before the modern world existed. Today, Zabid is quiet, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. But the knowledge it produced travels farther than any caravan ever did, and unlike the roads that carried it, it shows no sign of disappearing. There is a country the world forgot to look at. We have looked now, from an island where trees bleed red and evolution walked a path it walked nowhere else, to a city of earth and gypsum that has stood for 2,500 years. From skyscrapers of mud that predate Manhattan by a millennium, to a stone bridge hung between two peaks, built to keep the world out, still standing to let it in. From a dam that fed a civilization for 1,000 years, to a queen whose name is spoken across 3 continents and found in the records of none. Yemen is not a headline. It is not a crisis map. It is not a single story. It is a place where human beings built extraordinary things in impossible places, and where much of what they built still stands. Still functions, still breathes. This is the country that hides another world. A world of resilience, beauty, and quiet defiance. Waiting, as it always has, to be seen. Discover the world, explore the extraordinary. See you in the next adventure.